Please welcome Chris Soukup, everybody.
Thank you. All right, you guys having fun? I'm excited to be here. I was a late addition to the show this year. I really wanted to be in the show. My wife thought I should sit out this year, so we decided to compromise and get a divorce. We actually are getting divorced. We tried though, man. We tried to stay together, you know, for our kids' sake mostly, because both of our parents got divorced. You know, now here we are. We were just so worried that if our kids see this, that they might follow in our footsteps and also get married. You know, we thought that maybe if we stayed together longer than our parents had, that they would get to see firsthand just how terrible marriage is. Maybe avoid that mistake. We, about 2 years ago, we went to a counselor to see if maybe he could help us decide if we were better off to try to stay together or be happy. Finally choosing happy. We weren't sure how to tell the kids about it, you know, so we tried to come up with a way to tell them that maybe they wouldn't feel like it was their fault. So I sat them down and I was like, look guys, you know how you can't get the square peg to go in the circle hole no matter how hard you try, because they just don't belong together, right? Well, Daddy's kind of like a square peg and your mom's kind of a bitch. I'm just kidding. It's actually a really mutual breakup, but it's funny because people always want to know like whose fault it is. And like if I had to blame somebody, I'd say all the people who were married before us that didn't say anything. What the fuck? We were engaged for a year and there was only one guy who ever tried to talk us out of it. We were out to eat and we were waiting for our table. We told this guy that we were getting married and he was like, oh, don't do that. Marriage is bullshit. He was like, look at me. He's like, I used to be perfectly happy. He's like, then I met some skirt, got married, had a couple kids, fucking ruined my life. And I was like, listen, Dad. We know what we're doing, okay? No, really, it's neither of our fault. Like we both do things after 10 years we just can't take, you know, drive the other one crazy. Like I've always hated the way she'll like use dishes and then just set them in the sink instead of just putting them in the dishwasher right away. You know, like she's always hated the way that I carry on relationships with other women. Nobody's fault. We both have our things. You know? Honestly, it just felt like we were never on the same page. You know, last summer, Emma Stone came to Monroe. Do you guys remember that? It was a big deal in Monroe when Emma Stone was here. Like, that caused a fight for us somehow, because she came into where I work, and afterwards my wife was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Like, if you had a chance and you, like, hooked up with her, I wouldn't even get mad at you. And I was like, well, bullshit, first of all. And I'm pretty sure you don't have to worry about it. You're like, that's not gonna happen. And she was like, no, seriously though, like, do you think she's, like, would she be on your list? And I was like, what do you mean my list? She was, you know, like your list of 5, if you got like a freebie, would she be on there? And I was like, this feels like a trap. She was like, no, I don't care who's on your list. She's like, let's do it. Let's make our list, and then if something like that ever happens, and one of us gets the opportunity, we do it. I was like, this seems like a bad idea. But she talked me into it, so we both made our list. And when we got done, I thought we'd like put them in the safe or something, and she goes, okay, let's read them. And I was like, oh, you didn't say that was going to be part of it. She goes, well, how would I ever know? And I was like, how about if me and Emma Stone are ever hooking up and you catch us, like, we'll go get the list and check and make sure everything's okay. And she was like, no, like, let's just read them, it'll be fun. She's like, I'll go first, right? And her list was pretty standard. It was like all these big, tall celebrities, you know, it was like Idris Elba, Will Smith, Channing Tatum, Trump. I don't give a shit how you vote, he's not on anybody's list. But like, as she's reading off her list, I realized that like, I maybe misunderstood a little bit of the rules. Because we got out my list and it was like, her sister. Two girls from my work. Our kid's teacher. And one of my ex-girlfriends that just moved back to town. Was a trip. No, we just, men and women, man, it's hard. Marriage is hard. Some of you guys are married, it's hard to get on the same page, you know? Like, we always did everything differently. When our son lost his first tooth, my wife was gonna do the tooth fairy thing, so he put the tooth under his pillow, and then she, when he fell asleep, she went there and got the tooth and brought it back into our room, and she was like, hey, where do you think I should keep his tooth? And I was like, I don't know, fucking garbage can, I suppose. What do you mean, where should you keep his tooth? She was like, no, seriously, like, do you think it'd be weird if I kept it in the same bag as the hair from his first haircut? I was like, what? The fuck are we keeping this stuff for? Think you're gonna need to craft a spell one day? She was like, no, when he gets older, I'll like give it to him. And I was like, for what? What's he supposed to do with it? And like, when do you, like, what birth, how do you know he's the right age, the appropriate age? Like when he buys his first home, you're like, here's a bag full of teeth and hair. Like, that is some shit only a mom can get away with too, right? It's like if you're at your 25th birthday and you open a present and it's a bag full of tiny teeth and hair, you're like looking around the room and your uncle's like, you're welcome. And like, what's he gonna do with it? Like, put it on his mantle, please? People come over, he's like, hey guys, check this out. Got a bag full of teeth and hair. I'm like, God, that's fucking weird, man. Keep them in the same bag together? It's crazy, now that we're separated, I have to do some things that I didn't have to do when we were married. Like, she always took care of haircuts for our kids. That's kind of a mom thing, but now, like, my son the other day, his hair was getting really long, and him and I were going to the grocery store, and he was like, he'd been telling me he wanted to get a haircut, and we were walking past Great Clips, and I saw there was nobody in there. I was like, hey buddy, I was like, let's just go in here and get your hair cut quick, right? So we walk into Great Clips, and the lady goes, hey, did you check in online? And I was like, oh, no, I didn't know that was a thing. I was like, we were just walking by and figured we'd pop in because there wasn't a line. And she goes, oh, okay, well, it's gonna be like a 45-minute wait. in here and there's 3 of you. She goes, oh, we have customers online. And I was like, the haircut's in person, right? And I was like, I don't understand why you do it this way. And she goes, well, that way customers don't have to wait when they come in. I was like, it doesn't feel like it's working. She was like, so do you want to wait? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess just, put us on the list and we'll go get our groceries and we'll come check back in when we go by. And she goes, okay. She goes, well, do you just want to download the app and check it online? And I was like, can I just tell you that we're here? Because we're here. She goes, well, wouldn't it be easier if you just download the app and check it online? I was like, no, for me it wouldn't, no. So she's like, okay, I'll put you on the list this time, but next time you should just download the app and check it online. And I turned around, I was like, I don't think there's gonna be a next time. She goes, I said, if I put 50 minutes worth of thought into this haircut, we wouldn't be at fucking Great Clips. The only reason we chose Great Clips is because we needed a haircut and bananas. I swear to God, I told that joke last weekend and the girl sitting right there was like, I fucking work at Great Clips. You should call corporate about your fucking stupid policies. No, a lot's changed now that I'm single again. My friend who's single called me the other day. It was like one of my first days out of the house, and he knew I was kind of having a hard time being away from the kids. So he was like, hey, let's get out of the house. And he's like, let's go out. He's like, I'll pick you up. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. He goes, cool, I'll be there at 10:30. And I was like, oh. I think Culver's closes at 10. A lot has changed since I had kids. I go to bed at 8 o'clock, and like, that seems normal because I have kids. I'm fucking exhausted. I have a friend who goes to bed at 8 o'clock sometimes, and he doesn't have kids, and I'm 100% certain he's a serial killer. Like, why else would you go to bed if you didn't have kids at 8 o'clock at night, unless you need to get a good night's rest, but still be up early enough to abduct a jogger? Had to buy condoms for the first time in 12 years. That was different. Like, I saw condoms at Costco and I was like, oh shit, I might need those. But it was a 50 pack, which I thought seemed a little excessive. You don't need condoms when you're married because there's no sex. So I bought the 50 pack because I like a bargain. And I assumed they'd last me like 10 years, but it's only been 3 months and I'm already through 46 of them. Yeah, it's a different world now with the internet and all these apps and shit. Like, anytime you're bored, you can just fire up one of those apps and be learning how to make balloon animals in no time. That's how I used all the condoms. That's my time, you guys. Thank you so much.